I am selfish, but selfish in a good way because that's a sign of self-respect.
But you say that that in relationships you maybe haven't been as sensitive as you could have been or you would have liked to have been.
Yeah, I
But
think
you
that's been a very what's the word? That's been a very
holding you back in
yeah.
relationships. But then you also said to me last night, you said that probably one of your downfalls
Mm.
is that you invest in girls first.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
to
think
me,
that's
those
for a lot of men though.
they
I
sound
think it's for a
a
lot of
bit
men.
contradictory, those two things, because I guess you might not be sensitive, but you are
So because
you're
I'm not
putting that
sensitive,
girl first.
I overinvest. So basically, because I'm aware that what makes me very powerful as a person is that I'm very self-aware. Self-awareness is like acknowledgement
Yeah.
is powerful. Like, I know this is the thing as well, because as much as it's powerful, it also is. It's like doesn't mean I don't make the same mistakes. Do you know what I mean? Like, so even though I'm self-aware, like I know my downfalls.
What are they?
I think my downfalls are that sometimes look, like a lot of people, I think I people please. Um, like I said to you,
Why, for their benefit or for yours?
do you know what I'm saying? It's like it comes from a place of it comes from a good place because like I genuinely listen, everyone's gonna sit and say they're a good person, but I've got a big heart, wear my heart on my sleeve. That's why, I look, I don't know, this is what I'm trying to say, I overinvest in things and do become a bit of a yes man, a bit of a people pleaser, which is bad for you. You can never win being a yes man or being a people pleaser. Do you know what I'm saying? And then that's sometimes because of that, you get taken advantage of. So as much as I might be not as affectionate, it doesn't mean I don't. Then you over invest in other ways.
I think for me, the biggest downfall of being a people pleaser, because I don't know if I'd necessarily exactly use those words, but I can completely relate to what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because historically, I've always really said yes to too many things. Helped too many people out. But then
Yes.
you say help too many people out. I like to be helpful, like to be generous, like to give people what they
Mm.
want, and I don't. And then if I get let down or fucked over, that doesn't really bother me because I just look at that as part of the course. I think my biggest regret in doing, let's say, too much for too many people
Mm.
is you have no fucking time for yourself. And one of the
Exactly.
best
Yeah.
things of being able to say no, or
Yeah.
not being able to learning to say no, because I think it's maybe not a skill, but it's certainly a muscle. Like
Mm.
learning to say no
It's a powerful muscle.
is that you get that time back either for yourself or
Yeah.
for the ones you want to concentrate on. Because I spend so much time doing things for other people that I come home and I'm just fucked.
Mm.
And barely got time for the missus, certainly no time for myself. And and then
It's not healthy. See
Mm.
that? It's not healthy. See, like now I'm at a point where, saying no. I'm at a point where what's held me back, obviously what we're talking about over the years, what's held me back is over investing, being a bit of a yes man. I think a lot of people, being a people pleaser, I think a lot of people, the last couple of years has been a massive transition for me. So if I know we can go out, like you said, I go out yesterday and socialize, and I'm still that same person, but I just don't say yes to everything. Saying no is a power itself because, do you know what I'm saying? When it comes to a point where you want something, these people that you're saying yes to, let's see if they come and help you. Do you know what I'm saying? And lately, the last few years have been a massive transition for me because I've actually started saying no. Then I've actually lost a lot of the people around me, but they're the fake people. They're the people you don't
Yeah.
want around you. I'm a lot happier. See these things, you see these memes on Instagram or wherever online. Being on my own, going for eating on my own. I actually love being on my own. I train on my own, I eat on my own. I'm on my own most days, most of the time, and that's okay. I go to my meetings, do my thing. When I'm doing things now, it's business. If things ain't serving me, I am selfish, but selfish in a good way because that's a sign of self-respect. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, when you're overly pleasing, look, someone to go out, I don't know. I could be, I'm here now. This is what, like, nothing, we're friends, but this is work. We're doing something productive. Yeah, we're talking about productive things. I think us men talking about things like this is a productive thing. Or I could be out on the piss talking shit with a load of fucking people who just want me there for a good time, paying the bill. Yeah, because I nick a few Richards. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
It's a negative
100%.
thing. Next to, like, where's that going to get me? But when you start saying no to them people, they start, oh, he's changed. Who's he think he is? Do you know what I'm saying? You can't, pleasing people is not the answer.
And I guess, well, have you seen you must have seen a big difference in that from the time that you weren't on the telly to the time you were on the
Of
telly?
course.
I mean, pre-TV, were were you still that people pleaser?
Yeah, pre-TV, I think everyone, that's what I'm trying to say, I think everyone is a victim of it. Even your pals are calling you up, you don't even really want to go out, but you're out, you're on the piss, you don't want to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
people pleasing. At some level. Obviously, it's emphasized and it's, times 10 since I've been on the TV because everyone wants to come out and party with me. You know what I'm saying? And that's caused another problem in relationships. You're on this show or, you're in reality TV and people want to be wrapped around you. Otherwise, most of the people I meet in this day and age, I would never meet if I hadn't been on TV. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They're not the people I grew up with. They're not people I was socialized with or would have been in any environment where I would have met them. Again, this is pros and cons of the industry. Yes, there's a load. Obviously, there's more pros and cons. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be doing it. It's opened so many doors, but there is a dark side to it. Do you know what I'm saying? As much as you might go to an event and meet 10 potential, potential clients in a sense that, I might meet a couple of agents, I might meet people that, producers for shows or people that, have, own brands, want to do endorse, want to work with me. There's also negative where there's people there that's just want to party and it's not on them. It's down to you as an individual about being
And like I mean, you say about being self-aware, but as long as you're aware or self-aware, I mean, I guess yes, it's more amplified in the media situation, but it's the same in everyday life, isn't it? You walk
it's
into
the
a room,
same, yeah, of course.
there's good people, there's bad people, and I guess you get you get better at reading people over time, and it's probably not too hard for you now to see a couple
Yeah.
of guys in a room and think, you know what,
But they're not also
they're not for me.
they're not necessarily always bad, is what I'm trying to say. Like, see this is giving a vague explanation for something that's a lot more in depth. Now, when you're at people that just because they want to party with you doesn't necessarily mean that they're a negative or they're a bad person.
But maybe bad for you.
Bad for me in that situation, but that's down to you as a person
Mhm.
saying, no, no, not for me. I'm not drinking tonight. I'm having an early one. And then having a willpower to tell them that, be firm with it and then leave. But what I'm saying is that just because they want to party with you doesn't make them bad people. They're not seeing the negative. They're not doing something malicious. You know what I'm saying? They're just like thinking, look,
Yeah.
we're gonna. If anything, it's coming from maybe a place of endearment. Again, you've got to take control of your own life. No one's here. No one's coming to rescue you. You know what I'm saying? It's down to you to address or you know look at a situation, analyze it, and then make your own decisions for yourself. Because not like I said to you, no one is here. No one's here to rescue you. No one's here to mother you or baby you. You've got to look after yourself.